I pre-ordered Cyberpunk 2077, and it was the best worst pre-order I've made. There are notable things to say about the game's launch that I took note of while playing it for a while. Good things and bad things. Also, messing stuff up with Keanu is still a win in my book, so I'll add that to the future pros and cons list. Hello, welcome to Applesauce. My name is Brittany, and here are my first impressions on Cyberpunk 2077. Now, let's start with the good stuff. The game blew me away in its first 20 minutes because there was so much to take in. It certainly feels like a breath of fresh air after all the other games I played that felt basically repetitive, but this game is very impressive at what it does from what I've seen so far. The streets of Night City are brewing with life. Everywhere you look, you see someone doing something, someone talking to someone else, or pretty much people doing their own thing, like you would see in real life. It's like these NPCs have their own little lives, and it really makes the game's environment feel real, I should say. Not just the social environments impress me, but the animations and the mad attention to detail is spectacular. As I walk past people and bump into them, the screen gyrates a little, and you can pet cats. Can you believe that you can pet cats? I didn't come across a dog yet, but I assume you would do the same thing, which is epic, because petting an animal in video games is mandatory. Conflicts do break out on their own, and you do have a choice to intervene or not. And the fact you can get in a car and look out the window and see Night City's environments and its people blew me away. The animations are lifelike. You see imperfections in any movement you or a character makes, and there are little details in all the characters' animations that make them really believable. It's the little things the game offers that makes up a big experience. I like the combat and its variety. The options to take out foes and how to come across taking them out really gives variation for many players' playstyles. I love the interactions and dialogues between your character, and as well as the interactions between NPCs as I mentioned earlier. As good as these things are, this game still has its imperfections at the moment. If you haven't noticed, the game's resolution quality is not the best. It's really bad. Also, the frame drops pretty often. The Xbox One and PS4 console experiences a wide range of problems, especially. But the PC and the next-gen consoles are hanging in there with at least having the quality normal and the visuals looking stunning. However, there's still bugs and glitches present. The frame drops affected my gameplay in an intense scene while I was shooting some baddies. And while I was shooting them down, the frames dropped heavily, making the accuracy of aiming difficult. The game freezes sometimes and hiccups, and there is some reporting apparent crashing, but I have not experienced crashing on my playthrough yet. Now, by the time or after the time this video comes out, there should be some hot fixes and patches to take care of these issues. But safe to say that launch problems are pretty strong, especially for the current gen consoles. Or last gen in this case. So, if you're thinking about buying Cyberpunk 2077, I would wait a little while till the game performs a bit better. Or if you want it now, I suggest getting the next gen versions or the PC versions for now. But if you can stand some of the stability issues, go ahead and get it. No one's stopping you. The gameplay is worth it, but the problems are sticking out like a sore thumb until these things get fixed. Are you planning to get Cyberpunk? Do you already have it? What's your thoughts on the game so far? Tell me in the comments below. I would love to hear your opinions. If you liked the video, like the video. If you're new and like my content, consider subscribing. And until next time, see ya.